Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is a game week review for game week 28. We're going to look at how my team did. Spoiler alert, shit. And we're going to look at how the team is setting up for the blank game week 29 briefly at the end of the video. But yeah, how is everyone doing? What a game week again. What a game week. Theater. Peak FPL. Mo Salah getting 2 penalties and scoring both. Cole Palmer getting a penalty and missing. I mean, it's just this is FPL for you. This is FPL. I feel for people who went Cole Palmer because I said in my video as well. It wasn't a bad shout. It wasn't a bad shout. I myself considered it, not for too much, because had Salah not been playing Southampton, I think at home this game week, I think a lot of other managers would move to Palmer, like we did last week. You know, I moved to Palmer last week, and he blanked last week too. I mean, 2 blanks, consecutive blanks for Palmer against Leicester and Southampton at home is just peak FPL. Again, peak FPL. This is entertainment. This is why we play this game. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just jump straight into the video. I'm not going to rumble a lot about what happened. Let's just see how the team did. I'm on another red arrow. Just go to the fantasy app over here. Go to fantasy. As you can see, I'm on 53 points at the moment. It's technically 54 points because I started Gakpo and he wasn't even in the squad again. But I'm happy that I didn't make a transfer because, yeah, I wasn't sure and I'm still not sure. I'll tell you what my thoughts were. Currently on 13,860 rank. I was on 11,000 something. I think 3 game weeks ago I was on 8,000 rank, so I've had 2 red arrows. They feel big red arrows because I'm this high up rank. I mean, if you're 350,000 rank and you go to 400,000, it's way bigger drop than I did, but it feels less because of the rank. But mine feels worse. So, anyways, I still have my chips. I have 3 free transfers. My squad is looking fairly well. Let's just go and look at how the team did very quick. Double Arsenal defense. I mean, Arsenal fan over here. I've never seen an Arsenal game against Man United and be so less emotionally involved in it. Like, I was so relaxed. It was just like watching a game. It's like watching Crystal Palace against Fulham, you know, no stakes. You have no horse in that race. The only thing that annoyed me when Man United scored, my first thought, and you can ask my wife if you don't trust me, I got irritated because my double Arsenal clean sheet got, lost. And I was hoping to get that because my week was not going very well on the previous day. And I was hoping returns from double Arsenal defense, but look at there. Blank this game week, return the week before. Blank the week before that, return week before that. Blank, so they've had return, blank, return, blank, return, blank for 6 consecutive game weeks. It's incredible. So hopefully I get a return this game week because if they follow this path. But anyways, super disappointing. Gabriel, no attacking returns now in a while. I don't know when's his last time he scored a goal. I have no idea. Yeah, long time ago. And Raya, 3 points. I mean, he made 5 saves. 1 more save, he would have gotten 4 points, which wasn't bad. He played a bit of a mistake on the goal, but he played well. He had make some big saves at the end. We could have lost the game, and I wouldn't have been sad if we lost the game either. I would have been sad if that would mean 1 more minus point when you can see 2 goals. Munoz with a clean sheet. Happy with that. He's been sensational. Just look at these returns. The only time he blanked was Everton. Wow, just look, 6 points, 6.4 points, 11 points, then a blank, 13, 4, 6. Incredible since I brought him in. No complaints there. I'm going to bench him this game week when he's blanking. Konate, another disappointment. I mean, wow, I was just shocked. Like, they conceded against Southampton. I was like, this is a bang clean sheet. But this is it. This is football. Crazy. But yeah, we move. Salah captain, 30 points. Highly captained. Maybe slightly less because some people went for Palmer, but still, it didn't make that much difference. It's just, yeah. I'm just happy I didn't captain Palmer. That's all I can say. It doesn't matter. It didn't do anything for me, captaining Salah. Kluivert, 5 points. Again, happy. He hasn't returned ridiculous numbers, but he got 10 points last game week, so I shouldn't complain. He's been fine for me. The one who's been the disappointment since I brought him in is Semenyo. And if you remember correctly, I wanted to move for Semenyo. One, because I like him as a player. I like watching him play. And two, because I didn't want, the Dango with the minutes. Evan Nilsson was nearing a return during that stage. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with another headache later, which turned out to be true. However, it's not that Semenyo has been, hitting skies or anything. Two, I've played both these game weeks against Brighton and Tottenham away. 2 consecutive 1-pointers. 1 pointer, not even 2 points. Not even 3 points with a clean sheet. 1 point. He got yellow cards in both games. And 2 points before that. So he's been super irritating and disappointing for me. But I guess, the game weeks are still fine for him. He's playing on the blank against Brentford at home. That's a good game week. And then Ipswich after that. So hopefully he can repay the faith that I put on him from bringing him over other players. But this is how it is, This is FPL. But I'm super, especially this game week that Gakpo didn't show up. I was like, come on, Semenyo, just do me something. Do me something. Seeing, the likes of Watkins and João Pedro. They're not super highly owned, but a lot of engaged managers owned at least one of them. Some of them, both of them. Seeing them return, and just my attackers shitting the bed. Buemo shit the bed again. Chris Wood shit the bed 2 game weeks in a row. He had very difficult fixtures, Arsenal and City, so we'll forgive him. He's been very good for me since I brought him in, and now he's playing Ipswich away on a blank game week, and a lot of managers out there are thinking of bringing him in. I think he's nearing a price rise, which is crazy. But yeah. He's going to be, I think I'm going to keep him until the wild card, obviously, and then I'll reconsider on the wild card because the fixtures, they're not horrible. We'll see. I don't even want to think about the wild card right now because things change so much from game week to game week. Gakpo didn't show up, as I said, Semenyo blank, and Isak is playing tonight, but he's ridiculously highly owned. It says 54 here, but it's about 80% around my rank, so he's not going to do anything if he blanks or if he scores. It's going to be very little difference. So this is it. As I said, an average game week for me. 54 points at the moment with Isak to go. Hopefully he starts. If he doesn't, Mikolenko comes off the bench with 2 points. Average, another red arrow. We move. But the only thing that's keeping me a bit positivity moving forward is that first, I don't need to play the free hit this game week. I have, let's go to the team. This is how the team is looking right now. And I'll talk about it. I have 3 free transfers. So with 3 free transfers, I can get on an 11. However, that was the plan, right? So a couple of weeks ago, I was going to transfer in Cunha, and I said I'm going to wait before the blank. I'm just going to keep Gakpo because, he didn't had amazing game weeks, even though he returned against Liverpool. And then after that. But then, the FA Cup, the red card. So I was like happy. Oof. I avoid another headache, right? And then after Cunha got injured, I was like, who else? Because I was planning to have him for the blank. And I was like, okay, Visa, I'm not going to get him because, the fixtures for even Buemo is going to be, look at the fixtures. They're horrible moving forward. So even Buemo is going to be a headache. And I didn't want to deal with the Visa as well, even though they play in the blank. And the blank is not Bournemouth away. That's a difficult fixture. And then I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go for Marmoush. I was set on Marmoush. Last game week, before the deadline, I was like, should I make the transfer now? Because Gakpo was already, in doubt. I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to roll it. Fuck it, whatever. I have Semenyo on the bench, which, of course, didn't turn out to be great cover. But I was like, I have him anyways, in case Gakpo didn't start. And Gakpo didn't start, so it went fine. But now, Marmoush didn't start. So now I'm like, what do I do? Because my plan was, so this is how the team it is looking. My plan was sell Lewis Hall, sell Konate, and sell Gakpo. So bring Marmoush for Gakpo. Let me just go very quick here. Bring Marmoush for Gakpo and bring Kirkes here. Let's go Bournemouth very quick. Kirkes, I'm really liking Kirkes. I really want to bring him, but now I think I'm not going to, and I'll talk about that later. I'm so sad about that. I could bring him, but it would... Just hear me out, right? So let's just go to Nottingham Forest right here. And Einar or Milenkovic, doesn't matter. One of them, right? So this was supposed to be the team. Pretty good team. On paper, I've got double Arsenal defense, Chelsea at home. Chelsea hasn't been looking amazing, especially attacking lately. Kirkes, Brentford at home. Great game week. Double attack with Kluivert and Semenyo. Palmer, not great. Arsenal away. And Buemo, not great. Bournemouth away. But that's it. And then I would have Marmoush, Brighton at home. Ipswich, Ipswich away. Mikolenko, West Ham at home. That's a good, considering that I'm not free hitting and I wouldn't need to take any minus. That's a good team. That's a good team. Now with Marmoush being a doubt, not starting suddenly because he had started all the matches previous to that. I got cold feet and I've changed my strategy, and I think this is what I'm going to do. Let's just restore everything again. And I'm also fearing that a lot of managers, excluding the free hit, I mean for sure people on free hit are going to bring in Haaland. But a lot of managers who are not playing the free hit are going to bring in Haaland and captain Haaland. Because remember, if I don't bring in Haaland, I was going to captain Chris Wood against Ipswich away. So now I've got cold feet. And now, at least at the moment, we're going to come back in team selection and talk about it. My plan is to bring in Haaland, which is super expensive. It's going to damage my whole structure. And I have to sell Palmer, who is playing for a -4, obviously. I'm going to have to sell Palmer for... I mean, I don't have a pick, but the closest thing that I would want to get is Gibbs White. And now I have very little money to bring on Kirkus. I would have to bring on Huysen, which... I mean, it can cover your clean sheets, but it's not like... Kirkus gets attacking returns consistently. Like assists, like last game week, for example. Huysen got nothing, Kirkus got an assist. And bring in Milenkovic here instead of Aina. But this one I don't care, because Milenkovic actually is more attacking sometimes. He has a bigger threat from set pieces, not more attacking. It's not the right word. Milenkovic, 0.1 as well in the budget, so it would mean, you know, some prices are going to change. Palmer is going to drop soon. Probably Haaland is going to increase in price. Gibbs White is going to increase in price because he's targeted. So this is how the team would look like. Not as good. But then I would have Haaland for Brighton at home. And the next game week, Leicester at home. Even though Salah has Everton at home, I'll probably captain Haaland. We'll have to see. But it's still a great game week, Leicester at home to have. And I think City are so close, top 4. They're going to be chasing that. They can't miss on the Champions League, especially being so close. So Haaland, two home games. Just a great shout for captain this game week and having it. And then I can, you know, if I don't want to keep him afterward, I'm going to wildcard 31 anyway. So this team would look fine because, look, Bournemouth, they play Ipswich game week 30. And then you're going to wildcard 31. Probably, I'm assuming you're wildcarding 31 like everyone else. Nottingham Forest has Man United at home. But then you don't even have to play because Munoz has Southampton away game week 30. And they have Fulham at home, Arsenal. So I can bench them. I can bench Milenkovic. Kluivert and Semenyo, as I said, Ipswich at home. Probably playing both of them. Gibbs White, United at home. It's fine. Brian Buemo, I could sell him or bench him. Because Isak is playing... Who is he playing? Brentford at home. And Chris Wood, United at home. So I could bench Buemo technically and play 4-3. 3-4-3 basically. So it's not bad team, but I don't know. It's just I don't want to make transfers early as well, and the prices are going to change. This leaves me with 0.1. That's very little room for flexibility. So if I don't get Gibbs White, and I go for an Elanga, let's say, let's just actually go to Nottingham Forest and see who has sort by total points. Gibbs White 113, Elanga 102. That's not too bad actually. I don't know. I prefer to have Gibbs White because, you know, he's just more involved generally. But there's not much difference between them. Elanga way cheaper. So if I go for Elanga, then I could go for Kirkes and have flexibility. There you go. So I would have 0.7 in the bank. Yeah, so this is the plan. I don't know. It's just, I just have to... Let's look at the returns from Elanga. 3, 3, 2, 2. So 4 blanks in a row. 13 points before that. Blank, blank, 7, 6, 6, 11, 9. He had like a run of very good returns from game week 16 to game week 21. And then a lot of blanks. Maybe their fixtures weren't the best, so I don't know. Maybe it's not too bad, actually. Maybe it's not too bad. Yeah, because I really want to have Kirkus. I feel Kirkus over Huijsen. It's better shout because of his attacking returns. I mean, if he keeps a clean sheet and gets an assist, it's probably going to get bonuses as well. And Elanga, there's not much separating Elanga and Gibbs White, so maybe it's not too bad going for this. I mean, doesn't have to be Elanga. There's other options you can go, but I feel because of the fixtures, this is where I would go. And then this is only for this game week as well, or this one in the next game week. I would have another free transfer on game week 30 as well to make if I didn't want to. You know, I could sell Buemo for someone else, which I haven't really done any more research. But yeah, the team would look fine and fire, assuming that no other injuries happened and everything like that, and considering that I'm not playing the free hit. So I have the free hit, triple captain, bench boost, and the wild card all in place, which is giving me a bit of confidence to attack this last game. I played the assistant manager. That's the only the chip I played. But the thought is just like I said before, play the free hits. No, play the wild card 31 and fill the team up with doublers and probably bench boost 33. I think that's going to be the best double. We'll have to see because also depends on the FA Cup results. But I'm probably going to bench boost 33. If not 33, probably 36. And free hit 34 because it's going to be another bigger blank than this one. So that's it. That's the plan. Yeah. But we'll talk more about that on Thursday after there's going to be Champions League games as well. That's why I want to wait on the transfers. The only issue is that if I want to go with the Gibbs White one, I'll probably have to. But now I'm leaning to Elanga because it just gives me way more flexibility. I don't have to make early transfers, and also I can get Kirkus, which I want. But yes, this is it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Algorithm duns, help us get out there as much as possible. I know it's difficult, but trying. And I'll see you on Thursday for the team selection. Bye. Subscribe. Come on. Just do it. I'm waiting. Just do it.